Hello, guys. What's up? It's your girls. We're back for another episode. We're back and better than ever.
Yay. Welcome back. I'm just kidding. I think that's the second time I do that.
No, I think no.
Yeah.
No, the first time it didn't make the cut.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
It was not good enough.
I didn't make the cut.
No,
but she practiced. She practiced. Now it's gonna stay
Yeah,
in
your
there.
vocals. Your vocals were killing it.
Well, we're back and it's October, guys. I'm so excited.
Spooky, spook.
This is my favorite month. If y'all haven't noticed, if y'all haven't followed us on Instagram, I put
a scary movie.
Yes, we watch a scary movie every day until the last day of October.
That's so cool.
Is there really enough movies to go through the whole month?
Yes, girl. Hasta faltan.
Yes,
Oh,
girl.
damn.
Dude, me and my boyfriend, we did that like a couple years, like 2 years ago, and we did a roulette. So every day we would do the roulette, and like, you know, sometimes I would be like, dang, I don't want to watch it. Because it would be like, I don't know, but I don't like the Saw movies.
What?
Yeah, I like some, but just not like all of them. But we would
Okay.
put all of them to fill up the spaces.
I feel like, because there's so many of them that, like, once you get to a certain point of them, they're like, what the fuck? Like, ya no mal, they're pushing it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, they're just pushing it.
Do y'all three do that? Like watch
No,
scary?
Karina's not
Me?
into them.
Yeah.
Are you into it? No.
In the daytime. I cannot watch scary movies at nighttime. I can't.
No.
And
Maybe
we'll be in the living room, we'll be like, oh, let's watch this. Like, it'll be a scare. No, you're crazy. Like, you're crazy.
that's what I always say. You're crazy. La única que sí me puedo aventar that I can.
Hocus Pocus.
Yes. And Halloween. Anything, any
yeah.
movie that has to do with Michael Myers, I can watch that beach. I love Michael
Oh my
Myers.
gosh, when the Michael Myers, the reboot came out, she used to quote it 24/7. I'm like, girl,
Good morning, Michelle, my belle.
all the time, bruh.
I think Karina be quoting everything she gets into, huh?
Yeah,
I really do.
I liked your Halloween party. That was really fun.
It was,
Yeah, it was.
and it was fun because we were together. I feel
Yeah.
like it was just something.
And we didn't waste gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. And her feet didn't hurt the next day.
No, but yeah, it was fun, and like I like the scary movie, guys.
Yeah.
I know you don't.
I do not. I hate scary movies. I cannot.
No matter if it's not even that scary, you just don't.
Like,
if
what's
it's
a
not
scary
that
movie that you like? Because I know you gave me a recommendation this week.
Yes.
And we watched it, and it was pretty
Yeah.
good. It's long, but it's really good.
And let me tell you, I haven't watched it. I wanted you to watch it so you could tell me.
She's like, here, you're going to be my guinea pig.
It was good.
So you don't watch
good.
any scary
No,
movies at period.
Actually, now that you were talking about the Conjuring, I watched that, and
That is one of the scariest ones.
Girl, I was traumatized for a whole week. I could not
my
sleep.
God.
I could not. I
That's
couldn't
too
go to the
much.
restroom. No.
Really?
I
I'm not
couldn't.
going to lie. It's
I
pretty
was-
intense. That one
Yeah.
was pretty
It's one of the
That
most
scarred
intense.
me.
Both
And
of
that's
them.
La Única and Never. And ever since then, I'm like, And then what got to me was at the end where it says based on true events.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
fuck this.
That's how they be getting you.
Really, it's a true story.
Yeah.
Well, like, so me and horror have came like on hand since I was little because actually I was traumatized with Chucky for the longest.
Oh, me
My
too,
family
dude.
members, they used to be like, "Ay, I Chucky." Yeah, you know, I would
I think
scream to my
everybody
mom.
Yeah, definitely.
But no,
We
they
use
used to like bully me, and I was like,
Chucky, I think everybody was kind of scared of Chucky for a good minute.
I
My
feel like
best
anything
friend
dolls
was
or
scared of
porcelain
fucking Chucky
dolls.
for a long
let me tell
time
you,
too.
Chucky is scary. Maybe the first and second, maybe even the third. Pero de ahí ya cuando sale todo like mochado.
Yeah.
I feel like they're more
Movies
like comedy.
After that, it's
like
comedy,
horror.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah. So like I don't know, like as I grew up, like I think because of trying to get over that fear, because don't get me wrong, I still dream Chucky come get me, and I wake up all sweaty, but I'm not like scared. But you know,
Yeah.
it's still like I feel like a childhood. You know how they say your
Trauma.
childhood trauma.
You know what was mine besides Chucky? It.
Really?
my
Oh yeah, I don't
gosh.
fuck with clowns.
I
bro.
remember as like a little girl, I would see it on TV, but like
Yeah.
the old one, and
Yeah,
the old
the
one
old
scares me
scared
more
more
than
than
the new one.
Yeah. That got to me because they were watching it and I was like como 5, 4 años. Uno como bien terco. I opened my eye like this and there was a scene and it was like I don't know what it was.
was
It was like
scary.
some huge ass teeth that I saw.
Yeah.
That shit
Yeah,
got
yeah.
to me. Ew. Just thinking
Yeah.
about it.
He is scarier.
Yeah.
And I'm not that too deep, but I like it.
I like it, but I feel like there's some things that could spook me out. Like anything real life, like you said, like
Yeah.
based on a true story.
No,
like,
those
but
are
let
the
me tell
best
you.
ones.
Wait, but let me tell
No,
you.
those creep me
The
the
one
fuck out.
movie I thought I was gonna get nightmares with was the main one. Like I never like I'm like Jessica. I can deal with spooky movies whenever. I love them. But Paranormal Activity, I don't know what the fuck it got in that movie.
Yes, when it first came
You
out.
remember?
Oh my God, I
woke
was
up
like,
crying. I told you, Scott, you have to keep the lights on. I don't know what's wrong. I
but
can't go to
it's
bed.
because it seemed real. You know how they
I
make
think
it
because it's like a
I think
video
that-
camera type, like real life.
Oh my God, those
type
are my
thing.
favorite.
No,
Those
I
are-
can't.
Yeah.
That
Paranormal
one,
Activity,
the
I
Blair
can't.
Witch Project. Have y'all seen that
Oh my
one?
God.
That one's scary.
That's based on a true story for
And
real,
you
for
never
real.
see the ghost. You never see the witch. You never see nothing.
And
But
it's just
scary.
events that happen to people in the woods. Like it's crazy.
Let me tell you something weird. I don't like scary movies because they just get to me. But I like the paranormal, like it would
Yes.
like me feeling it and being in there and like going
is
investigating.
crazier.
Yes, I get intrigued. But watching movies,
You can't-
hell
what?
No,
Because it really looks so real. I feel
Yeah.
like that's
no,
what
but what she's saying is like she can be like if there
Yeah.
was like
a haunted house, and she goes in, and a ghost touches her arm. She's
Like,
like,
she's
no.
in
I
for
like
it.
that shit. Oh,
but she
no.
can't watch a movie. I'm
No.
done with you.
I think
She
it's like
likes the
the
real
action and the
Yeah.
como, the intense of it. Que
Yeah,
es,
like the
I mean,
adrenaline of like, oh my
ándale, that I
God, like-
Can I say something? When I'm scared like that, I get mad. Like when people, like cuando me siento así como asustada,
Yeah.
me enojo and I'm like, man, stop fucking with me. Leave me the fuck alone.
Oh.
When I feel like I see a shadow or que veo
And
algo así
people
que
are, like,
pasa
hyping it
rápido.
up.
Yeah. Or hyping up like, uy, and then shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Like, yo me emputo.
They're like, don't play with me.
No, yeah, or even if you go, stop fucking playing like that. And I'm like, oh my God. Like,
They're like, spirits, don't mess with me.
Literally.
Yeah. And I like, well, you know what else I like? I like documentaries. They're scary, like not just the fake ones. Like
Those
the
freak
movies.
me out though.
Documentaries.
After I sit there for like 5 minutes, like, holy shit, that really happened. Like, me pongo a pensar, yo en esa situación, like, nah, yo no la haría.
Yeah.
Yo creo me muero, me da un ataque al corazón y a la chingada. Like,
Y esas
no.
son las que me gustan, like the documentaries. Y like the serial killer stuff. Like I
Oh,
just love
serial
that.
killer, I can watch.
Oh, sí.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Like,
girl.
did you watch the Dahmer one, the new one? On
Oh,
Netflix?
not yet. I haven't
oh
gone
my
to
God,
it yet.
that one.
I-
It's too
getting-
much. I've been watching it en pedazos porque nunca estoy sola.
Yeah, that's that. mhm.
Pero like it's just not getting to me because I'm not watching it through. You know, like I'm just like, oh, let me go back because I don't even remember what the fuck where I left off. You know, and it's kind of like
And it's not- yeah,
no me está
dude.
llegando, no me está llenando. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So guys, today we're gonna talk about spooky places, spooky things. The whole month is just gonna be
All things spooky.
yes.
Scary.
Yes, so it's gonna be like my cup of tea, my type of podcast. I mean, the whole thing is like my favorite.
It's calling your name.
Pero this one is extra special. Lo que yo encontré fue la isla de las muñecas.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Oh my God, the pictures, they're
I've seen it.
crazy.
They're creepy.
They
Yeah.
are. And the thing is that I just thought it was like a thing. Like, I don't know. I just really didn't know about it, but I've heard about it in the past or whatever.
Yeah.
So apparently it's in Mexico.
Uh-huh.
It's in Xochimilco.
Yep.
So there's like this little island, and now it's just like 3 shacks or some shit like that.
What? So
But
is
this
this on its
guy,
own? It's all on its own?
yeah, it's like a little island. So apparently this guy named Julian Santana, and he had another last name with the B, but so he moved there. He moved to that little island without his family. He just moved there. So apparently he said that a young girl drowned and he found the body. So then it turns out, but a lot of people, including relatives of him, say that didn't happen. That he like kind of like,
Lost it. Like,
I don't know if
killed
he
her?
lost it, but he imagined the girl drowned, the drowned girl, whatever.
So
So
que
there was no
era
girl?
cierto.
That's what people say. So it's like hearsay. Like some people say that it happened, and
So
some
he,
people say
she,
que
not
no.
he, she, ahora yo. What do you say? Like puro, like, oh, she said this. He
No,
said
like
that.
he
Oh.
imagined that it happened, and like him. So
Okay.
then like a lot of websites say a lot of different things. Like there's not like a concrete story.
Okay.
So apparently after that, the spirit of the little girl was living, and it supuestamente it was like in sorrow, you know, like estaba ahí sufriendo, penando, pues. So he devoted his life to honor the girl by getting dolls and hanging them. And it goes for like the hundreds and hundreds of dolls. So because of the little girl, like to like, you know,
kind of
like
commemorate
But
her.
nobody knows if this little girl ever existed. Like if she ever
yeah, like they said it's true, but I saw in this other website that according to some of his relatives that he made it up. But most people say
that he had a sickness.
no, they didn't say that.
Yeah,
Now
no.
people like the tourists, they bring dolls. But yeah, so
to
you
add
know,
to the like
to add like
Yeah.
they're in the house where he was staying. Like it's everywhere. They hung and
They're all over the trees.
They're in the forest. They're just hanging there.
yeah, and like
That's the scary part.
he would get these dolls like they were just lost dolls that he would find like on the island or like in the trash. So he would also trade the dolls. Like he grew produce in his like little island thing, so he would trade them like for dolls.
Oh wow!
His
So he would,
produce for dolls.
Yeah,
The hell?
so that's what I read.
So he was committed.
Yes, and he wouldn't clean the
He
dolls.
felt too guilty. He probably killed the girl.
so las
Who
ponía todas
knows?
así manchadas,
Ajá, las
sucias,
manchadas,
podridas.
unas no tenían cabezas, otras no tenían manos, patas, ojos. Like, así como se la daban o así,
Así
como
lo
se las
colgaba.
encontraba, así las colgaba. Y pues hay unas que estaban nuevas y bonitas, pero obviamente porque llueve, porque,
Yeah,
you know, just
están
they just
afuera.
start decaying.
And so is it scary though? Like is there
That's the
paranormal?
thing. I
like,
mean, it's just a spooky place. I really didn't. I mean, obviously, there's people that say, "Oh, like mire que like la mona se movió," kind of thing.
Okay.
But see, it doesn't have nothing. It's just the uncanny
tiene vibra.
thing. Yeah, like it just the way that it looks.
Yeah.
The way that the dolls look.
It sounds creepy.
No, bitch. Not just sounds. Like if you look at the images of the
Yeah.
dolls, it's just like the creepiest place. Like, and then a lot of people say that it looks dark no matter what. Like it looks like a dark place.
yeah. I've seen
And guys, they say that this man died in 2001. He passed. They found him drowned.
Oh my god.
Drowned is not a word. He drowned.
Ahogado.
Dicen que they found him in the same place they found the little girl.
El señor que dijo que
Yeah, the man.
El que encontró
the guy
la niña.
that found the girl.
Ajá.
I'm telling you, a lo mejor él
he
mató a la niña.
found. Supposedly
Karma.
they found him where they said the girl had been found.
So that's how he died. Was he
Yeah.
old or did it happen a few years
he was
after?
old. I'm pretty sure he was old because he just died in
wow.
2001. It wasn't even that long ago. I mean, it's long ago,
like
but
22 years ago.
Oh yeah, 22
Damn,
years
that's a long
ago.
time.
Yeah, but I mean,
That is-
when
bitch
it's
is
still in the, it's
old.
still in the, you know, it's not in the like 1980s or something
it's
like
still
that.
in the 2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, se llama la Isla de las Muñecas en la Mexico.
And is there like native people that live on this island? Like,
No, it's at the moment. I think it's just like a tourist. Like you can find people can
What?
take you and stuff.
And you can stay there, or is it just
They
tourist?
don't
No,
like
you
that
just
matter.
go
like,
pass by
uh-huh.
and yeah, I don't know if you can get off. I mean,
so there's
I
not
think-
like a village or like a pueblo
No.
or any. Oh, okay.
It's
Solo
like
una isla
I was
que
gonna
una
say,
isla.
dang, I could not live somewhere like that.
Es una isla que está en los canales de Xochimilco. So you guys don't know
And that's
Xochimilco
very
son canales.
toury, like,
Ajá.
a lot of people tour
Son
there.
canales. Like, have you seen the boats? Like movies where they put boats donde they have
Sí.
names on the top.
Yeah,
flowers.
Sí, que eso es lo
Yeah,
que se
through there.
Yeah.
Like through those channels.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Y se bajan y they can take pictures and stuff like that.
I think, no sé si se bajan, pero sé que puedes ir. Pero dicen que ahorita la gente puede llevar sus muñecas. Like, puedes llevar
Las
una
puedes ir a
muñeca y ponerla
dejar.
allí.
Oh my god, I still can't. I'm still shook about the man being like in the same place the little girl was found. Like,
Yeah, oh, where he died.
I think he probably
yeah,
like,
maybe
had to
he
do
did
with
have
it.
something to do with it.
But it's so weird because he left because he had a wife and child, but he left it to
But
go
you
move to
see,
the
maybe
island.
Solo?
Yeah, he
That's so
moved.
suspicious.
That's so
That is
sus.
weird.
You see?
But yeah, guys, so
Don't be
the
suspicious.
images are so creepy. Like, so what
Wow.
story did you have? I mean,
Okay,
what place
so-
did you find?
Okay, so I have first chosen Salem, Massachusetts.
Yeah,
I do
yeah.
have info in there, but
You found something better.
but I did I did visited Stanley Hotel, which is in Colorado.
That is
Which is the hotel que me hicieron la movie esta,
The Shining.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Have you seen The Shining?
Yes, bitch. I've seen The Shining.
It's too long for me, guys.
It's long.
Really?
It is
How
a
long?
3-hour
It's
movie.
the-
Yes, girl. Not even just that, but it's a slow movie. Like it
Yeah.
develops very slow.
slow.
And you
Yeah.
have to go through a lot of dialogue. I'm sorry, I was out in the 30 minutes.
Doctor Sleep is
he's the
the
same-
reboot. It's a remake from The Shining.
I didn't
So
know.
it's kind of like the second part because es el niño ya cuando está crecido.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
So yeah.
Well,
¿Cómo te fue allí?
Okay, so
Your experience.
so the Stanley Hotel is in Estes Park, Colorado, and actually the hotel, the place where it was built, it was supposedly like a sacred land because ahí hay un tribe there, so they actually constructed on the sacred land. So they think because of the land, the
hotel's, like,
hotel is haunted.
Cursed,
But then
yeah.
after years,
Cursed.
after stuff that has happened, like now it's haunted
Confirmed,
on
like,
its own.
yeah.
So when you go in there, first of all, we went in November.
Oh my
So
god.
it was chilly up in there. It was like really cold. Anyways, and I went on the tour all alone by myself at night.
By herself.
By
That's the thing
myself.
that I'm like,
You're
Yeah.
crazy.
And I have pictures. Okay, so we first started in the concert hall. And then because all the information, you kind of find it more like on the hotel. But we started on the concert hall, which is like off of the hotel. So it's like separated.
Okay.
And so we started in there. And in the concert hall, it actually appeared in one of the paranormal that from back in the day. I forgot the show's name. In that scene, it showed like you can hear voices in there. So so I went up because it was a concert hall.
Yeah.
You could go up like to see the concert from
Like,
from up down.
uh-huh.
Like you know what I'm
Like a
talking
bird's
about?
eye view,
Yeah.
like you can go from
So
the top.
like I went by myself up. The lights were on. Let me tell you, the lights were turned on. So I go and I took a picture, and then I took like un selfie.
Yeah,
And I
like-
took it right, and that was it, right? But I'll let y'all know at the end. So and then so in the very back, they take you to the very back of the concert hall. Y ahí se murió una niña que se llamaba Lucy. She was a runaway. She died. She actually froze to death in the building. Just to let you know, the building was constructed in 1909. It actually opened up to the public. So in 1909, like this
Yeah,
is
it's
back
a
in the
long
day.
time ago.
So they took us to the back, and they took us to the room where Lucy would sneak in, and where they actually found her, like frozen to death. She froze, because it was like one of the worst winters they had. And let me tell you, I didn't knew anything about the Stanley Hotel. I don't
Before
know.
you went.
Before I went, I had no idea.
Like, how did you hear? Like, how did you hear about it?
Because I had logged in and just like to
what
look at
to
the
do,
surroundings
yeah.
and to do, and then it said Stanley Hotel. I was like, ooh,
Ooh, that's
I was like,
spooky.
okay. So I went.
Oh,
Oh dear,
okay.
jeez. Anyway, so they took us to this room, and then they're like, okay. So they started handing us lollipops. So, you know, like they tell you, oh, we were in the dark. All right. So they had
my
turned off the lights,
God.
and they were like, okay. So they had us like do like a semicircle, and they put the lollipop in her hand. And at this point, she didn't told us anything. She just said to leave the lollipop in your hand. So I was like there, and it was cold because obviously I had my jacket on, but it was still cold. So I had it, and then I felt something in my hand, like very como un frío, like very like cold, like like if I had put ice on my hand, right?
Like an ice pie, yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't say anything because I didn't thought of it. I'm like, oh shit, I just thought it was cold. And I
yeah.
thought también a lo mejor por mis nervios, but I'm like, nah, nothing's happening. And then this lady started, and I felt like something move, viento, I don't know what it was. Anyway, so then she's like, okay, so we're gonna go ahead and speak to Lucy. And then, so she opened up her little stuff and stereo and thing, and then she's like, Lucy, if you're in this room, please move one of her lollipops. When she said that, I was like, holy fucking shit.
Like, bitch, what did you
She
just do?
probably moved it before that, because I had felt it even before she had said anything. So when she said that, I was like, okay, but I didn't say anything because I'm like, maybe it was just me. You know? So, you know, we were still there, and then she's like, Lucy, if you're here, como dijo, move someone's lollipop. And then you hear a bang, bam! And there was a 17-year-old in the group. She was the youngest one in the group.
Oh my
God.
god.
She
freaking
started
out.
crying, like echó un grito, like it fucking scared me. I was like, Lucy came to get us. But it was a little girl. The lollipop, like her lollipop was smacked off of her hand.
Oh my
God.
Yes, and that thing bounced. And as soon as the lights came back on, I'm like, and it flew across the room. And let me tell you, there's a door where back then they used to do the tours, and they would tell Lucy, hey, Lucy, close the door. And Lucy would close the door. Pero de tanto que se abría y se cerraba, esa puerta ya no está colgada. They haven't hinged it back. Yeah, dude. And
That bitch was like, all right, you want me to slam it? Boom.
And then like, so that was that there. And then they started walking us back to the actual hotel. In the actual hotel, like arriba, like it wasn't so much. I didn't feel so much. They took us to a room where they see like a floating head.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it just floats in the air all of a sudden, and like you could see it through a mirror or something, but nothing happened. They took us to like the music hall where the piano's at. That's where the wife of Mr. Stanley usually shows up. Nothing. And then there's these hallways. That there was a famous picture. If you look it up as well, you could see a little girl, like like the silhouette of a little girl going up the stairs. And you know, like you could just feel something's off. And then they took us to like under the hotel has tunnels.
Oh my God.
Yes,
Like
and they took
basements.
us- yeah, like that's where back in the day they used to travel, like so the servants wouldn't be seen up in the hotel. They had to go through the tunnels.
Wow.
So they took us through the hotel. It's dark, and when you first go in, it feels hot. And I was like, fuck. And I started like getting
Sweating.
high, right? And then they were like, all right. So they started talking about what usually happens there and all of that. So I grabbed my phone because I wanted to take pictures because they turned off the lights again. And I'm over there and I'm like, fuck. Like my phone wasn't working. And I'm like over there trying to take pictures. I'm like, what? And then she had said that like, sometimes the phones don't work because of the operation. So I was going there, right? I was trying to take pictures. Y yo me desesperé. I'm like, stupid phone. And I was like, fuck, ya ni modo. I couldn't take pictures. All right.
Oh my god. I'm
So
already
when I
creeped
went
the
over
fuck
my
out.
pictures, like later on the next day, I was going through my pictures. I found a face when we were in the concert hall when I took my selfie when I was
she
up.
showed it to me.
And
It is
there's like a
creepy.
little face shown on the corner.
Oh
like,
my
yeah.
god.
And then when we were in the tunnel, when I thought my phone wasn't working, because it was taking live pictures, you can hear a voice like, I forgot, like I haven't even went over them, but I can show you again. Like it says, there's like a voice of a man, es un hombre, and he's like, calm down, or calm
que
down,
estabas
or something.
desesperada.
Because I was
trying
yeah,
so hard.
I was like so pissed off because my phone wasn't
ghost
working.
was like, girl.
And then you
chill out.
yeah, so you could say like calm down or hold on, me dijo, like in the background. Yeah, dude.
That's so creepy.
And then it's crazy because in the moment you don't see
Hear it.
anything, you don't hear it or
course,
anything.
yeah.
Yeah, but like that was my experience. And then they also have a pet cemetery from all the animals that the hotel has had. And if you go to the back and you call out to the cat, I forgot the cat's name, but if you call out to the cat, you can hear it start meowing around.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no. Look, we have a lot of cats at our house. When I hear that motherfucker crying,
Yeah,
shut up.
I can't
Shut
even
up.
do it. I cannot. I can't.
Not cats crying.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. That is
So that was my
creepy.
experience, dude. And it's like, and it's such a beautiful place though. Like
Where did you say? You said Colorado, right?
Yeah,
Colorado.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I always tell her, I was like, we gotta go. The pictures there is beautiful place.
Yeah. it's-
Colorado is nice, period.
I would
Yeah.
go there though. That sounds
The
like
weather.
a good, like not a fun experience, but just like a like
Something different,
one in a
right?
lifetime.
Yes.
And then you can
and-
actually stay in the rooms.
Oh fuck that!
and,
No,
like,
I don't
sleep
know.
there or
yes,
just
you can
go see
you
it?
can
Still an open hotel.
Yeah, it's an open hotel. Like you can stay there and but you have to book ahead of time, like a year ahead of time, because they get booked like
Jesus.
real quick.
People be wanting to get spooked.
Yeah, and then the fourth floor, you hear a lot of kids like walking in the hallway.
Oh no, I can't deal with little kids. Little kids, like dead little kids. Like, no.
To
No.
me, it's never like I don't know. To me, I'm always like, well, if little kids are angels, what? ¿Por qué? Like,
Why are they hunting?
Why are they hunting?
That's what I always thought
But
too.
they say it's because no one's there to guide them. Like they have no one there to guide them to the
To the
light.
afterlife?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I feel
that's
like,
what I would
and
think
they
too.
feel like they need to stay behind. Like they miss their life.
Yeah.
That's
my
so
God.
sad. So
Okay,
question.
question.
That sounds
Yeah.
different.
Now that you were saying, okay, is black magic the same as brujeria?
Yes.
Yeah, but
That-
it's like the bad part of brujeria, because I
Yeah.
feel like
Es lo más
There's
brujeria.
good parts.
Y como los brujos que curan a la gente en
Yeah,
México.
los curanderos.
Los
Yeah, they're
curanderos.
basically like
The-
brujas.
I'm pretty
So
sure. Like I
witchcraft-
really need to look into it, but I don't want to like say something that is not true. But I'm pretty sure it's kind of like in the same umbrella.
So what
Okay.
about voodoo?
That's
That's it. Black
That's
magic.
totally
That's
different.
black magic. But
magic.
That's
it's like,
focusing on the
Is
bad.
that
there
more
could
like
be-
doll
but
voodoo?
I can, yeah, like
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
they
there's
use a
good
doll.
voodoo too. Like, you know,
I don't know about good voodoo, dude.
I've never heard of no good voodoo.
Yeah,
I'm
voodoo
just
is
saying, like,
voodoo.
a voodoo. No, I'm saying like
Karina, your turn.
Yeah, your turn.
location.
What was your spooky
Turn.
location?
Okay, my spooky location is the Conjuring
Dun,
house.
dun, dun. The movie that traumatized me for life.
Yep, the Conjuring house, and the family that actually was
Lived there.
haunted there. They were the first family to be haunted there after everything happened because they bought it. The wife bought it randomly without the husband
husband's-
knowing. She just loved it because it was a farmhouse,
and it was probably
And-
cheap.
Yes, it was cheap farmhouse,
Because it was
and the acres were very big.
Oh.
The family was called the Perron family.
The Perron.
Perron family. Perron. Sorry, guys, my accent.
pepperonis.
Those pepperonis. Yeah, and it was 7 of them. It was 7 family members.
Wouldn't it be spooky if it would have been 6? And then
Oh my God.
Oh, goodness.
No, but yeah, the lady, they said that there was a family living there already. Ellos vivían ahí antes y que before they moved in, they had to actually push the people out, like to leave. Like as they were putting their stuff in, the people were taking their stuff out.
Oh.
Yeah, so they said they found that pretty weird. Like como que no se querían ir, pero sí.
Yeah.
So whatever, they moved in, and she said that right away, like there was a smell. Like
bad smell?
Yeah, a bad smell, like a
Sulfur?
rotten. No,
Rotten.
rotten.
Como
Como
is rotten.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Y luego, she said that she went to go walk, and a few miles out, and she found a neighbor. And the neighbor told her, like, oh, so you're my new neighbor. She's like, yeah. She's like, oh, okay, that's cool. Luego le dijo, no, she didn't say that's cool, but she was like, oh, okay, nice to meet you, whatever. Y luego, I would say that's cool. Y luego, she said that que la señora randomly le dijo, oh, you know the Warrens, they used to leave their lights on all day and all night. Que ellos dejaban las luces prendidas all day all night from the house, and from the outside, inside, and the farm. There was like another little shack que no sale en la movie, pero esto es
It's
like real
separated
life.
from
Yeah, hay otra shack que es como un donde quedan los horses.
Okay.
So todo eso, que we leave all the lights on. And the lady was like, oh, really? She's like, yeah, I would always find it weird. And she's like, yeah, that is weird. She's like, y que la neighbor le dijo, yeah, ma'am, but I guarantee you have a lot of kids. I think you should leave the lights on. Que sí le dijo. Y
I
que
think
la
I heard
lady
this.
off that,
Yeah. Oh my
que she was
God.
like, what the
That
fuck?
threw her off?
yeah, that threw her off. Like, why would she say that? Like, como que she knew that house
Already was
something.
something was really bad about the house, pero no le quiso decir.
Her
So
husband?
off top, the lady is like, as soon as she said that, I was like, whoa, something's off of this house.
Yeah.
And yeah, she said like right away there would be weird smells in the house, and she said right away that they could hear kids sobbing and crying really loud, like really loud. And they said that times it would wake them up from their sleep, and it would go on for a few minutes. And you know, they would, at first they said they would wake up and be like, oh my god, are you guys okay? Like,
yeah,
who's
like,
crying?
yeah,
¿Quién está llorando? Like,
No, o sea,
y
no.
que they were like, no, that everybody would be sleeping when they would go check on the girls. That everybody would be sleeping. They were like, what the hell? Like, the mom and the dad would just look at each other like, what the fuck is going on? And then they said that there's this window, you know, the parte donde la mamá está mirando para abajo, that she's hanging up clothes in the movie.
Oh yeah.
She said that window, they would always hear a little boy scream his life out from that window. Like, they would be playing outside y se oían gritar a un niño de esa ventana. And there's something always weird. They would always see something weird in that window.
Oh my
Oh.
Pero sí que, they said, basically a lot of children died there. A lot of children were killed there.
Yeah, I've heard that igual como Stanley Hotel, it was actually built on
Sacred ground.
sacred grounds.
Yeah, this house is within the 1930s. This house.
Yeah, because
Yes.
you got to think about it. Like I mean, even the tribes. There was a lot of tribes on that area.
Back then.
Yeah,
And you know, they say now, like, you know, wherever there is people on sacred land, that it can be cursed.
And
Like you
then,
were saying?
Karina?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
sorry.
So off top, after they started experiencing a lot of things moving around, the lady said that the people, they lived there before, they had un chingo de cosas. Like, a lot of stuff. They left a lot of things behind. They said it was very, very old stuff. And they said they didn't think nothing of it. They said they kept half of it, like half of the stuff, like, because it was already hanging up, decors, like, que ya estaban ahí, los dejaron. And they said a lot of the times, luego they moved in, a lot of stuff like started falling, random stuff started happening, and the mom of the girls, I forgot her name, Perone's, whatever. The
family.
mom luego también, she started, it was like sucking her energy or her
she started
blood.
getting sick.
Yeah, she started
It's
getting
kind of
sick.
like the movie, basically.
Yeah, but she actually, well, you know, there's not a documentary, but there's a video of her actually talking to you about it. She says how she would sleep for days.
Damn.
She said she would sleep for days, and after sleeping for days, she would
very
wake up
depressing,
and
though.
be very, that's what she said she felt like. But she said she just could not get out of a deep sleep. She would always be very, very sleepy. And then that when she would wake up after like being like a day or two, they like just being in bed sleeping, cuando se levantaba, that's when she would have bruises and stuff on her. And then that's when she went to the doctors.
I have a question. Is that where Annabelle first was found?
No,
In that
I didn't hear her anything say about nothing about Annabelle. Not at the Conjuring house.
I thought that's where they had gotten Annabelle out of.
No.
Remember in the Annabelle movie, they got
Girl,
her
I
from
don't
the
know
nurses?
because I have not watched
What?
it.
You need to watch them. You
I
need to
just
watch
heard
them.
that.
It
Yeah.
tells you where they got her
They got her from the
And-
some nurses. No,
Really?
No, the
An
nurses
institute.
showed up on the girl. Yeah, on the in the institute, and so they brought her home with them because
But where she came from?
from the institute where they were working at, like a psych ward. So this girl had it in her room, and then the girl died. Her name was Annabelle.
so that's how she.
And then
She
they
went
brought
into
her
the doc-
home, and they're
Wow.
like, they freaked the fuck out, and they're like,
Okay, we'll talk about that another time.
Oh, well, wait. She is kept in a museum in Connecticut.
Oh yeah, and who?
By the way,
they have
Annabelle.
all the, yeah, by the.
Oh, no, but they said the Annabelle lives locked in the Warrens cult.
Yeah,
so
they have
she's
like
in their
a
home.
museum
Yeah.
with all the possessed.
I wanna go in there.
Things.
So the Warrens is
real
is
people.
actually Lorraine
Warren. Those
Warrens.
are the investigators that went in.
Yeah. I
to
was
do the
saying
hunting.
it wrong. The Warrens are not the people that
That
lived there before.
before.
Yeah, I
But
was
there was
okay.
people.
Confused by
No,
that.
but
Yeah.
there was people that lived there before when they were just moving in.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So this house, it's actually in Birdsville. I think I'm saying it correctly.
Birdsville.
It's on Rhode Island, not Rhode Island, Rhode Island.
Rhode Island.
And basically this whole thing, Lorraine, the lady and her husband, the investigators, they did not take all that bad, people from the house. What they did was just stop the curse from the family of the Peronis. I'm saying it correctly. Like I don't know if I am. Pero basically ellos fueron a ayudar a la familia so the curse can get off of them. So basically all the bad stuff, like the kids and the lady that had died there, they were leeching on the mom. So basically like they were cursing them. They were haunting them. So that's when Lorraine and her husband, the investigators, came in and helped them. They did eventually move out of there. They had to because of the mom. They said they mostly attacked the mom. And it was just scare the girls. But it was
the
towards
girls
the mom.
did experience some
Oh yeah,
stuff too.
hell yeah.
Sure.
All
It
of them
experienced.
they actually made a book. One of the siblings made
One
a
of
book
the siblings. I think
yeah.
it would have probably been the girl that the one that sleepwalked.
Oh my
¿Quién
God.
sabe?
Actually, no, it wasn't. It was the oldest girl that slept on not on the middle room, the one on the edge. I don't know. I don't know if she was the oldest
one. Yeah,
I
the one
think it
that
was
was the little girl
oldest.
where she was like.
That she slept with another little girl on the
end.
end. Yeah, her. She made the book.
Okay.
But the one that
Shit.
actually experienced the most, the one of the little girls, she didn't. No.
She probably doesn't
wanna
remember.
even-
But
she
the
doesn't wanna talk
scariest
about
part,
it.
I feel like that it's real, like
Yeah.
Yes,
I think
this
that's
shit is
still a
real.
haunted place.
There's if anybody ever wants to buy the house or whatever, the acre, whatever, it's worth $1.5 million.
No, thank you.
$1.5 million.
You would think it would be cheaper because it's haunted.
I mean, that's the
Well,
thing.
now
People
it's
would want to be
famous.
paying for that shit.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like
I mean, you
people
can
would
literally
want-
make money off of it. You can make it into a, like a
Yeah.
house where people can visit.
But you can't
They
control the
do.
house.
You can visit the house.
But what if
Now
somebody
that it is-
fucking dies in that bitch? They're gonna sue your ass.
That's
I'm
You
Yes.
gotta pay all them.
I'm just saying you can visit the house, not stay there.
Yeah,
You
but
can
it's the
actually
same
stay there.
thing. Like,
But
what if
people have
something happens? I don't know.
I mean, but it can happen.
You know que si se transmite lo negativo or like.
Oh
the kind
yeah,
of goes
I'm just
through.
like I was just there like holy fuck, like nothing like the movie, and it's nothing like the movie, guys.
Oh, yeah.
like it's a little bit like it, but no, not how they got there, not how how in the movie
Yeah.
the family like. They were trying to move and they bought it. Like, no, the wife said that she just bought the house because she liked it because of the acres and it was a farmhouse and she
Yeah.
wanted a farmhouse and it was big for all their children.
Yeah.
That's why she said she bought it
And it was
behind the back and it was cheap and she bought it behind her husband's back, basically, kind of. So by the
So
time
lesson
he
learned.
found out,
Don't do nothing behind your
it was,
hubby's
yeah,
back.
and he was like, "Oh, I asked her like, why did you buy it without me knowing?" She was like, "Cause I love the acres." That's what she said. She liked the acres and farmhouse. Honest to God, I don't think I can deal. Like you were saying earlier, how you can like you went to that house to that hotel.
Yeah.
I could probably go, but if that shit would like the lollipop shit was to happen, like if I'm in the room and you
probably
for
leave.
example, the
be
fucking
the girl
lollipop gets
screaming.
slapped
Yeah.
out of your hand, but I'm like, nope, fuck all y'all, get me the fuck out of here. I'm not fucking
No,
playing with
yeah.
y'all. Why the fuck would I would
You
definitely
would flip
pop
out.
off on all of y'all. Dead ass. I don't fuck with that shit. I don't think I can. Like, a mí me da un puto
So you're not
terror,
going on
güey.
that
So
tour.
that ghost tour, who's gonna hold Karina down?
I don't know how I'm gonna do
She
it. The
can stay
ghost
outside.
tour.
I'm just like-
Because I'm just so like I don't know why, but
But maybe nothing
a mí me da un
happens.
chingo de miedo esa fucking shit. Like I'm a scary
But they
cat.
smell
It's
fear.
exciting.
They're gonna know to fuck
Well,
with
they
you.
gonna smell me now, and we haven't even gone on this ghost tour. But
They're getting ready for
it's
you.
exciting.
Pero, ay, no sé,
no
guys.
tengo
A
miedo,
veces
güey.
yo creo que es,
It's mind over matter for me. I
Eso es
feel
lo que
like,
te iba a decir.
yeah,
Like, I
like
feel
you
like-
really gotta psych yourself out. Like,
Yeah.
you're
Fuck
like
that.
Look,
my
that.
ex used to say, "Just psych yourself out, bitch." No, I can't. Okay, I can't.
No, like-
veo. I think if I was to see like dad, like así caminar, pero yo visualmente verle la cara caminar así enfrente de mí,
You're
yo
freak-
creo me da un ataque al corazón.
You
Me
think so?
cago, me
honestly, if I
chorreo,
was
me
to see
vomito.
that,
Everything.
if I was to see him, I would just think that he's not in peace. I would
Oh,
think
yeah.
that he.
Yeah.
Okay, now that we're talking about my
Okay,
dad.
no, wait. Before I forget, because I'm gonna forget.
Yeah,
Okay,
we know.
I've seen my grandpa, like not my dad, maybe dad a little bit, but I've seen my grandpa in other people.
Oh yes,
I haven't seen him, but
you saw him
from far away.
No
it looks
lie.
just like my grandpa.
And this was about a month ago. We were driving somewhere, I don't know, and there was a man that I even turned around twice because I thought it was your dad, dude.
And I'm
Skinny
telling-
with the hat, the way he wore
The
his
cardigan,
shirt. And I'm like,
It's like, and there's people, and I tell this all the time, pero mi abuelito, cuando yo he tenido like difficult days, I'll see him, and it's not him obviously, but
Pero
it's
una
people
persona que
random.
se ve como mi
He
abuelo.
dresses like he has the little shirt and the pants, everything. I've smelt him. Ay, wait. Technical difficulties. Ya ves se enojó. I've smelt him. You know how my grandpa, he used to go to work and he always carried a little rag. Y pues
Yeah.
se limpiaba su sweat. And
So
obviously
yeah,
at the
smell
end
like
of the day,
sweat and that cream medicine.
I swear to God, one time I was at work and I was just having the shittiest day. This man comes in, he had a little towel. Literally, when he got close to me, I can smell that. Like I can smell that little towel that smell like old sweat. Like he's been sweating all day, he's cleaning, and that's how my grandpa used to smell after work.
yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, it's a sign. It's my grandpa
my
telling me,
grandpa.
bitch, you're having a bad day, but it gets better.
All right, Joanna, your turn.
All right, y'all. So I got the urban legend here
Dun, dun,
for y'all
dun.
today. So for all my Mexicanos out there, y'all all know La Llorona. Y'all know the spooky
Everybody
tale.
has
Everybody,
experience.
come on now. And
But I feel like there's different stories about
of course,
her.
there's different stories of her because she's been around for a minute, quite a minute.
Like a minute.
Yeah, my girl has been here since the conquistadores were here.
Shit.
So actually the story of
the-
her is really real. Her real name was Maria.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What the fuck? So cuando me pregunten, why your name's Maria? I'm like, yeah, como la Llorona.
So basically, Maria, she was a really humble girl. She actually came from a poor family, and
Pero wait, ¿era española o era mexicana?
era mexicana. Ella era de Mexico. And so she came from a really humble home. You know, her parents didn't really have much, but she was a beautiful woman. When I tell you, they even say that men in the rich and poor would come just to see her. Just to see the girl. And they would even say that she wouldn't go to the rich places. She would only stay in humble places where she grew up only. So
where
if
she
you wanted
grew
to
up?
see her, she grew up. Hold on. It tells me the exact
I just
story.
saw it. I just saw
It just says the southwest of Mexico.
I don't even
Yeah.
know where that is.
Yeah, me either.
In the south.
So so they said that she would only hang in her area, but at night she would put on her best white dress to go see the guys, like people that wanted to conquistarla.
Okay.
Yeah, yes, girl. So that's why the white dress comes in hand because
Okay,
she would only wear that at night to go see men.
Not men, but like, let's say like she went out to the club.
Not
basically.
really the club. She would literally go out so people can admire her. So the men passing by.
So was that
would
really
admire
humble?
her. Well, no. But in the daytime, she was a humble bitch.
Nighttime she was
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Would that be bad? I mean, she's not doing nothing bad.
Yeah, I mean, she's
looking her
technically
best.
But it is to say
and
that
she's
she
walking
she did not how do I say, she was looking for marriage. So I guess that's why she was, she was
Yeah.
kind of like putting herself out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she said she was a woman that always wanted very nice things and a husband and a family.
So not really.
I really like this.
Again, not humble.
Because she wanted nice things.
I mean, yeah, I guess you can
But basically,
say.
she wanted a family.
Yeah, yeah.
She wanted a good husband.
Yes.
Okay.
¿Y sí encontró?
Yes, so she actually did. She actually married a rich man.
Y no que quería estar con su...
Gente.
Well, that's the thing. They actually built a house right in her pueblo. The guy built a house, so they actually stayed there.
¿Y quién era?
So I don't know what the guy's name was because they say that the guy then left her for another woman. Yes. So, but this is where the kids come in play. So she got. First of all, the guy was a sweetheart to her. Let me just say that. Like I said, he built her a home right in her hometown and would shower her with gifts and was so nice to her and gave her two sons actually. This man at one point got jealous towards his own kids. And he started telling her more like, oh no, like I need a wife, like a real wife that's only for me. Like like he was very territorial, I want to say, because it was around the time that the boys kind of started like growing up. You know that age where they're not young, but they're, you know, that 8 to 10 age, like 8 to 10 when they're like kind of getting big. So there was, you know, they were eating more, they, you know, he needed more money, and so he was like, no, like I just want to spend my things on my money on lavish things, not on kids. So this is the reason why they say that she killed her own kids, was because she loved him so much she could not live. I believe his name was Juan, guys. I'm not even playing. Let me look at it. Maria Juan.
So los mató porque su esposo la había dejado por otra.
Por otra.
Por los niños, basically.
Yes. And so I like this way this article really mentions La Llorona, because like he's kind of letting you know like this was a real person. What makes La Llorona different from others is that she wasn't some mythical creature born of the imagination of a man. She was a person, a wife, a daughter, a mother of 2, a flesh and blood woman with hopes and dreams, and a family she loved, not unlike the devoted parents who have come to fear her. So even her parents started to fear her as well. At the end, after the fact that she had killed her own sons for the man. But it's kind of like telling you like,
¿Y qué le pasó? Point, la mataron,
so no, that's what they say. They say that her spirit never got to rest. Soul just never rested with the fact that she felt guilty at the fact that she died old.
So
it says that she was
young,
elderly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it says here also something that they mentioned, which I was like,
pero es como tú dices, es una urban legend que como que van cambiando.
Yes, and it's almost like her pain kind of is what keeps her alive, because of how much pain she went through, and the fact that like she kind of felt like doing that was gonna bring her like my husband, like I'm gonna have my, you know, my family. Even if it's just him. So I feel like her pain is what they say is what keeps her going.
And like looking for her kids.
And another thing that I read was that, you know, her, how do you say, she goes after kids.
What?
Yeah,
but that's
ella quiere sus niños de nuevo. Like she wants to see them. Yeah, that's why they think she was like, where's my kids? Because she's kind of like so unaware that she did that for love. Almost like that.
Yeah, because like it's like she lost her mind for a little bit.
Yes.
And I've
like
heard
crazy
of that.
In love.
I'm scared of that.
Pero, I mean,
that your mind is so powerful that you can go through like see red basically and do something so unimaginable and then not remember that you did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I want to know, how did it spread all across Mexico? How can como una mujer va espantar todo México?
But I think
maybe it's not La Llorona. Maybe some brujas.
I lied. I just read this now. So it says
she's like, I lied.
I lied. She did not die elderly. It says a truly selfish act for La Llorona, but it did come with one consolation. So disgusted at the sight of what she had done, she decided to follow right after them, taking her own life in those same very waters that she killed her sons.
Yeah, but it's the thing, because como te digo otra vez, esa es una urban legend. Urban legends change. So you might find websites donde dice que she died.
I think she did. I think she... Yeah. I would believe that.
And they say that she felt like that was her easy way out. Like she didn't want to deal with the fact.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I wouldn't either. Fuck that.
Who would?
Yeah. So I don't know, guys, but I've personally have heard stories of her.
Yeah.
And you know, I believe that Scream is real. I believe she actually...
I've seen videos, but she doesn't scream my kids. She's just crying. So I haven't heard like mis hijos, but I've heard the crying, like que está llorando.
And my mom has said like back in the day that women used to actually not like let their kids out past like a certain time because
antes de las 12.
And that because they were so scared. My mom would tell me.
My mom dice que ella miró que estaban afuera, allá era en México, y como ella estaba chiquita, dice que estaban afuera y que desde lejos había una luz y se miró una señora vestida de blanco.
Wow, my God, you see.
I know.
And when I read like that thing that, you know, she used to wear her dress only at night, I was like, no wonder por eso la ven siempre en blanco.
Y luego llorando.
Eso es lo que yo pensaba en mi mente, que La Llorona ¿Sabes? Como las batas de antes. Las batas de antes eran blancas y así como
Largas.
Ajá, largas. Yo pensaba que era por eso.
Una bata.
Ajá, como
Y no
una
es un
bata,
vestido.
tipo bata.
Wow.
But
Like,
yeah.
I think
Does it
desde
say-
chiquita I was scared of La Llorona.
Does it say if she died wearing the white dress?
No, it doesn't say.
It doesn't say.
actually.
In like around what year? ¿Tampoco?
No, it doesn't say. It doesn't say no.
But I mean, if it was in the area of the conquistador, pues por allá.
Yeah.
Por allá, por allá.
Well, you're talking to myself.
And they say back then it was like the ultimate sin was to kill
Your
kids.
children?
Yeah.
Oh,
pues hasta ahora.
Hasta ahorita,
Todavía.
yeah. I mean, yeah, todavía. But
That's
you
a-
know, like back then, I wonder what that was. Guys, let me just say one
Oh,
last
yeah,
thing
I'll
about
finish.
the Llorona. She does come looking for unfortunate souls who might tempt
For
fate.
unfortunate.
Like might drown themselves. She goes for the people that be wanting to drown
Like,
themselves.
basically, los que están solitos.
Yeah, and
so
they
you're-
cross her path.
So if you're a kid
And
lonely,
usually-
she takes you. That's who she preys on. Like
Yeah,
On
like
the
I
lonely
don't think
people.
she takes you. I think she drowns
She
you.
drowns your ass.
Oh,
Because
if,
she-
if
like,
she
gets
wants
in
her
your
kids back,
head.
why does she want to kill you? Why doesn't she just want to take you with her?
She's lost.
And just walk with
She's a lost soul.
I don't know.
But
That's
what
scary.
else was
I mean,
gonna
obviously,
say?
it's
how
an
the
urban
fuck am I
legend,
gonna? How the fuck am I
so-
gonna drive home? I'm scared.
Ahora, no mames.
Girl, talk about me. I go all through the back.
The woods.
You do.
Through the woods.
I don't know, guys. I love things like
Mi
this.
plastimada music.
Pero sí
really
da
though.
miedo. Sí da miedo. I wanted to talk about
I would've
aliens,
just
but I
went
feel like these type of things. I feel
Paranormal.
like paranormal, like así como alienish. Cause girl, I love those things, but let me not get caught looking at those things for real because.
I wanna see a real one.
Como diga Karina, me cagué, me vomité, me salieron mocos,
Everything.
de todo. Pero
cada
sí, a
ojito
mí me
te salió
encanta.
algo.
Like I love watching like alien movies, like extraterrestrial shit.
So then Joanna, like, so going back to La Llorona.
Yeah.
Is there any stories that she has killed people?
No, not that I've like read.
Obviously, I feel
Obviously,
like again,
they're
it's an
probably-
urban
it's
legend.
an urban legend, but
So
it is true.
But-
But I will say that they usually say that she usually doesn't take you, but something bad happens to you, and you know because they usually say that after she, you hear her wails and her screams and her crying. That's usually like to lure you, like to
That
where
she's
she wants
around?
you, yeah, and like almost like to where she's at. And they say that usually the dogs bark right after.
Oh.
I don't know why,
That's
but
kinda
I've
like
read that
saying-
now a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, like two articles that I read say usually right after you hear her wails, dogs go crazy.
Obviously, dogs go crazy when the ambulance
We're
passes.
paranormal. Oh, yeah.
But yeah. So I'm just
Jesus.
Like that
Oh my
one
God,
day,
I
I think
love
it was-
these kind of ¿cómo se dice? These kind of
Vibe.
talk about these kind of things.
Okay, last Friday, we had just gotten home from the podcast and we were chilling outside.
Oh yeah.
Could you not, dude? Yeah, we hear one owl in the corner
No,
of
they
the house.
always my mom and my sisters always have crazy owl stories. I don't know what it is about
I
that
do
house.
too. They follow me.
Bitch.
Everywhere I go, everywhere I've lived, there's an owl. There's one in
Swear.
my house right now.
Girl,
And once in a while, canta.
Talk about how
not
this
screams.
that day after the podcast, girl, me and Karina, we were outside for like a good 30 minutes. We heard like, it was just like, Then, girl, they started talking to each other dialect, like 4 of them. Like, woo, 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 woo.
No, pero había uno
Like,
que chillaba
feo,
horrible.
like feo, como que se estaba llorando, dude. Y como que se estaban hablando, and then we would be quiet, we'd be like, okay, shh. And then it would go silent, and we'd start talking, and then again, it would like,
Como que
Two
no
were
querían que
talking
escucharas.
owly. Another one was like
Screaming.
screaming. Another one was making another fucking weird ass noise.
Did y'all recorded it?
no. By the time I wanted to record it, I was like,
Yeah,
dang,
What
so
creeped
yeah.
me out was that Lobo was out.
Oh my
and
God, he
Lobo
was
was
going
going
crazy,
crazy. He
my
kept
dog.
just barking like así para arriba.
Like kept following the noise.
Yeah, and then, girl, that was that night that shit popped off. Like, literally an hour later, we get a phone call, and I was like, damn.
What
And
the
as
fuck?
soon as I told them,
Okay.
I was like, I know what it is. Like, I know exactly.
Supuestamente
They're supposed to warn you.
te alertan that something bad's gonna happen, but I don't know because there was only once que we were outside and we heard like the scariest scream. Like, I can't even tell you. I've never heard that type of scream, but it was like, I don't know, like
It was a person?
No, it was an owl.
Oh, it was an
It was an owl, and it just made my skin like
crawl.
Yeah,
But
it was like
there's a difference,
It's not like a
guys.
bird sound, nothing. It sounded like a human, but it was not.
Okay, so I've heard that there's a difference between an owl and a lechuza.
Oh yeah, there's a difference.
So it could have been that. Maybe it wasn't.
No,
an
because
owl.
I've heard owls scream. And
Oh,
it's
really?
not- I mean, así
I feel
como
like lechuzas, don't they have more of a
Chiflan.
no, and they have
Oh.
a vibration to it. They go,
like a whistle.
Yeah, I heard
I don't know.
that
I've
they
never
whistle.
actually heard one.
I don't know,
I've
but it
heard-
was like a screeching
oh
sound.
my
heard
god, I
that
don't
day.
know. It was probably a
Girl,
lechuza and an owl.
I was like, let's go inside. That's our cue. And then like I was like, get him, Lobo, get him. I was like, man, fuck y'all, leave us the fuck alone. Yeah, I was just talking mad shit once again when I get mad.
So that I like this episode, guys. There's a lot to talk about. Like I
Yeah.
feel like the paranormal, scary, all of that. There's so like
There's
it's
so
just
much to
so
it.
endless, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I loved every little spot we chose, and we have so many more stories. And like I said, this is gonna be a whole month
Yeah.
of scary, spooky stuff.
So
Yep.
stay tuned. I'm excited. I'm really
Hell
excited.
yeah, guys. Don't forget, every Wednesday we're going to be posting out a new episode. So stay tuned, guys, for all the spooky stuff.
Yeah, and follow us on Instagram because I'm gonna be posting the movie of the day, which yesterday was my favorite because Chucky season 2 came out. So
Oh snap! I need to watch those. I heard
and
they're
it's
really
not scary. It's very like comedy scary
good. And like yeah,
yeah.
Guys, I'm scared. I'm scared to
She,
go home.
she don't want to go home.
I don't want to go home.
But yeah, but it's
Karina driving with Christian music all the way home.
Nothing's coming for me, baby. Anyways, but we love you guys. Thank you for the support. Always thanking you guys
Stay
for
safe, you guys.
listening to us. We appreciate it a lot. And follow the pages. Let us know. Always DM us any topics you want us to talk about, any questions or
Or
any
do you
crazy
have scary
stories.
Scary stories.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
guys, send us your scary stories. If you have any stories about the paranormal or something que te pasó cuando eras
Los
niño.
duendes. I want to hear duende
Oh
stories.
my god, yes. I forgot all about the duendes. But yeah, guys, have a spooky Wednesday.
Spooky Wednesday.
Have a spooky month. Love you guys.
I can't wait.
Make the best, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
So this is Jessica.
Joanna.
Yesy.
Karina.
And this is
Ready or not, Latinas, here we come.